My name is Chen. Today I'm going to talk about two topics under organizational structure. Organizational structure can be thought of in terms of three dimensions: vertical differentiation, horizontal differentiation, and integrating mechanisms, and I'm going to focus on the vertical differentiation and the horizontal differentiation. Let's start with the vertical differentiation. The vertical differentiation refers to the location of decision-making responsibilities. For example, in a firm, are production and marketing decisions centralized in the office of upper-level managers, or are they decentralized to lower-level managers? Let's first take a look at the strategy of centralization. Centralization can facilitate coordinations and help ensure decisions are consistent with organizational objectives of a firm. And it gives top-level managers the means to bring about needed major organizational changes and also avoid the duplication of activities that occurs when similar activities are carried on by various subunits within the organization. On the other hand, by doing decentralization, the top management would have more time to focus on critical issues by delegating more routine issues to lower-level management. The employees also get motivated since they have a greater degree of individual freedom and control over their own work. Decentralization can result in better decisions and permit greater decisions because decisions are made closer to the spot by individuals who have better information than managers. Decentralizations can also increase control due to the increased responsibility of subunit managers. Okay, now let's talk about the horizontal differentiation. Horizontal differentiation is concerned with how the firm decides to divide itself into subunits, and the decision is normally made on the basis of function, type of business, or geographic area. I'll show you a couple of examples of design of structures for different kinds of firms. The first graph is a typical functional structure of domestic firms. The organization is split into functions reflecting the firm's value creation activities, and these functions are typically coordinated and controlled by top management, and the decision-making tends to be centralized in this kind of structure. The second graph is a typical product divisional structure. For example, the Dutch modernization Philips electronic company began as a lighting company, but diversification took the company into consumer electronics, industrial electronics, and medical systems. It became difficult to identify the profitability of each distinct business area. To solve these problems of coordination and control, most firms switch to a production division structure so that the firm can create divisions for different business areas. When the firm initially expand abroad, they often switch into an international division. Just like the graph shows, an additional division is added. And under the international division, the business of different countries are also separated. For example, Walmart created an international division in the year of 1993 to manage its global expansion. The last graph is a worldwide area structure. This structure is favored by firms with a low degrees of diversification and a domestic structure based on function. And under this structure, the world is divided into geographic areas, usually by countries, and each area tends to be a self-contained large autonomous entity with its own set of value creation activities. Above are vertical differentiations and horizontal differentiations. Thank you for watching.